Hello everybody, I am Manula Tantrivatta from WSO2 and today I am going to demonstrate how to use WSO2 API Cloud and create a simple API and how to publish it. So first of all, I would like to give a brief introduction about what WSO2 and what we are doing. WSO2 is a global enterprise middleware company and we are providing the only complete open source middleware platforms. For more information, you can visit wso2.com website and search on our products, download it, play with them and work on it. So here now today I am going to show how to use WSO2 API Cloud. First of all, you have to create an account from WSO2 Cloud. So you have to visit https://cloudmgt.cloud.wso2.com and create an account. And after account creation, you can see there's two types, WSO2 App Cloud and WSO2 API Cloud. So today I am going to demonstrate how to use WSO2 API Cloud. So click on it and you will redirect to the publisher wizard. So here you can see I have already created a sample API. So when you go to the publisher wizard, it will show what are the available APIs are. And if you want to add a new API, you have to click on the add button and it will redirect to the API configuration wizard. In API management, it consists as the three steps. First one is the designing API, and second one is the implementation of that API, and third one is the managing of it. So I will explain what is the implement and the manage section later. So let's design our API. So you have to give the unique identifier of an API. So this is for the identification purpose only. So I use WSO2 here sample, and you have to give the context and version. So my API context is WSO2 and I can use different versions to manage my API. Suppose I have enhanced my API in later, I can publish it using the different versions. So my version is 100 and here I select the visibility as public, and I can use the thumbnail image for my API and give a small description of it, and here text. You can enter text for your API and categorize it. So in the further you can use these text for search your API. And under the resource menu you have to give the URI pattern for your API accessing. So I am going here as my API is based on the customers, which gives the customer details and the customer names. So here as a get method, get request, when I enter the customer ID, it will give the customer name and the ID is as a guest, it as the get method, and when I give the customer name, it will retrieve the customer details as the post method. So I have implemented the API using WSO2 App Cloud. So you can go to the WSO2 App Cloud and create an JAX-RS web service, and it will give us the Git location, and you can check out it and edit the code and push it, and it will do the all the configurations automatically. And after success, now we have successful of the API designing stage, and you can click on the implement tab and it will now save the API. So when you click on the implement button, you will redirect to the implementation. You have to enter the implementation details. So here you can select your API actual endpoints as an HTTP endpoint or WSDL endpoint likewise. So my endpoint is an HTTP endpoint. So so this is my actual endpoint located and hosted in the WSO2 app cloud, and I am giving this actual production endpoint. So, and I can click on the test button, and you can see it is valid as well, and I can click on the manage. So this is the thing in the implementation tab, and what we have to need is we have to add the actual production endpoint, and so it will save the API and going to the manage tab. So now it will redirect to the managing tab, and here I can choose this is the default API, and I can choose the tiers available. So tiers are the bronze, gold, silver, unlimited. So I click on the unlimited here, and transport HTTP and HTTPS, and I can click on the sequences as well, but from in this screencast I am not going to explain about what are the sequences and how they are how we can use the sequences in the API management. So it will explain in the future screencast. So now we have configured the API management using the WSO2 API cloud, and I can save it, or I can save and publish it. So when you are publish it go to the API store, and users can subscribe to that API and get the access tokens and access the given API. So these API subscription and the accessing using the access tokens is explained in the next screencast. So here I have now click on the save and publish button. So when you publish the API, you can see that our created API, which is named as WSO2 sample version 100 is now is in published state. So in the next screencast you can see how to subscribe to this published API and generate access tokens, and using curl and REST client in Chrome web browser, how to access these APIs. So let's check on the next screencast, so to how to subscribe these published APIs. So you can edit, you can click on the API if you want. Suppose if you want to change something like the image or the endpoint, or you can to add some things, or in the lifestyle, here you can see the stage is changed, so you can modify them, created, published, or deprecated, retired, or something, or the versions, or you can add docs, or you can edit it, and likewise you can manage this API using the publisher wizard. So this is the end of this screencast. So when I got what I was done using the from the beginning is I created the account in the WSO2 cloud, and so go to the WSO2 API cloud and create the and using the going to the add tab and create a new API. So there's basically 3 steps. First one is you have to design the API, and second step is you have to implement it by given the actual production endpoint, and third one is you can manage it by using publish it, or and you can set the tiers of it, or and you can select the transport levels and the subscriptions. So this API is only for available to current tenant. You can set it as available to all tenants, or available to specific tenants as well. So that's the end of this screencast, and thank you very much.